Welcome to The Ones to Know. I'm Kelly, and you're not going to believe who I'm here with today. So I have Jay Kuper, who we know, and we're here with Robert Reffkin. Thank you for being here. Yay, we're so excited. There's so many changes in the real estate industry, and what an opportunity to have you here. So
I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for coming, Robert.
Well, I have two powerhouse men here on my couch, and I love it because I think what's endearing about you both is that you were raised by and continually supported by strong women. So tell me a little bit about that.
Well, my mom, Ruth Reffkin, she is an agent. She's been an agent my entire life, first as a life insurance agent, then as a real estate agent for the last 30 years. She's an agent today, works every day, loves the business. And she actually created a group called Plus, which helps agents, helps sellers that are moving to assisted living. It helps them move to assisted living. It's a group with 1,300 agents across the country, and that's a big part of our business. So I'm inspired to help people realize their entrepreneurial potential. I think all real estate professionals are entrepreneurs, and my mom, if real estate did not exist, she'd be an entrepreneur in some other industry. And so it's a real privilege to work for agents, and to help agents realize their entrepreneurial potential and be a part of their success.
And I love that program because I do feel like there's a lot of agents that are, I don't want to say like aging out of the business, but they built these amazing businesses. So they need to have that network of other younger agents that they can kind of partner with to still keep their business going.
You're giving a shout out to share the business.
Yes, there's that great book, The Golden Handoff. Did you read it?
The Golden Handoff?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
That's a great terminology, the Golden Handoff.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Handoff.
It's by Nick Carter.
Yeah.
Good book.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you started Compass originally, you were kind of like a disruptor in the market, and I know you probably had like a vision. And do you think this vision has come to fruition? How do you keep that vision going?
Yeah, I mean, the vision has been the same. I mean, the first 3 or 4 months it was a different thing, but since the first 6 months, it is just being best in the world at helping real estate agents grow and realize their entrepreneurial potential. That's it. And so we just asked agents what to build. We invested over $2 billion in technology. We launched something called Concierge, where we front load the cost of staging to help make homes move-in ready.
That.
We every market we went to, we asked agents, which market do you want us to go to? And then it just turned out that was like the referral traffic, of kind of the airplane traffic of where people moved to and from. And so we had a lot of referrals. But I can pride myself on not making things up, just asking my customer, my client, the agent, what they want and building it.
I think I say disruptor because it kind of reminds me, hopefully this isn't offensive, I love golf, but like the Live PGA, kind of like...
Someone said that last night.
Yeah, it's similar. I know it's not similar in some ways, obviously, but it was just a real capital-backed kind of way to get top professionals and then really launch such an incredible brand. And then, of course, the market recalibrated and we've all done amazing. But it was an interesting way to start. Kudos to you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. So in your recent I guess that was a couple months ago on Inman, I thought it was interesting how you talked about the funnel. And it's a really good way as leaders in our industry to kind of talk about how we support the agent. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, so I was just saying that my view of the company is it's a reverse triangle. So the agents are at the top, and then we have sales managers, brokers of record that work for the agents. And then our regional vice presidents or presidents work for them, and then called executive staff work for them, and then I work for them all the way up. But it's ultimately, they're the ones who tell me what to do. I think over these 13 years, what's been the most consistent is recognizing who the client is, that the agent is the client.
Yeah.
And so in everything I do, I'm trying to get the company to realize and act accordingly, that the agent's the client. If the agent says we should do something or go somewhere, then let's do it. If not, why are we doing that? There's 1.4 million agents in the country. They're doing things every day. The answer to everything around us is in what they're doing. Yeah, as well as the broker owners, which for me has been a lot of fun. It's like a second group of people who are also incredible entrepreneurs, and they just tell us what to build and what to do.
Yeah. And that's how you foresee it too. I mean, we've always said that to your staff of like, the agents are our clients, do the best we can for them every day. And you very much live that way. I know you're always on the phone answering questions, available to the agents all the time. So you do a great job.
I think that always gets the best result for buyers and sellers is when the agents have the tools, resources they need. So it makes it kind of easy.
Yeah.
But it's a hard business that they're in, right? Day in and day out. We've done that a lot with staff, trying to mirror or ride along with our agents on a daily basis. Like it's a wild ride. It's hard to do. So if they don't have that support system, it's easy to fail too. So it's sort of a privilege to be able to sit and support agents that way.
It is.
Get that. Yeah.
And one of the way we support them is with our offices. But what do you foresee of like where the real estate traditional office is going to like go in the future?
I believe so deeply in office, in-person connection, culture, community. I feel like in a way, our companies together are the defenders of full service brokerage for the agent. And what I mean by that is office, sales manager, sales meeting, in-person culture, in-person coaching. I think that the industry's become virtual.
Yeah. And
it's not just that virtual is less, will create less success, which I believe it will, but it's also just not happy. It's not fun. It's not human.
Yeah.
Like these moments are human. I'm glad to be here with you in person. If I just did this over a phone with like the Zoom,
it's not the same.
I like now I'll never forget you. I could be 10 years and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
But it was on the little TV thing.
No way.
There's an agent who said, one of our best agents in LA, incredible person. She has a $300 million a year business, and she moved to a different market in COVID. And she said, "I love COVID. I'm sorry, I love being able to work." I'm sorry, she didn't say that. She said, "I love being able to work from home because now I'm in a different market and I give a blah and all this stuff." And then about a year and a half later, she calls me complaining and saying, "I don't know what's happening. I used to get all this repeat and referral business." But I'm not. My recent clients aren't referring me business anymore.
Yeah.
We go back and forth, and this is what we realized.
Yeah.
Zoom turned her recent transactions or her recent closings into transactions and no longer clients.
Yeah.
It moved. They became transactions and deals, not relationships. Relationships and clients refer.
Yeah.
But Zoom, people you meet on Zoom don't.
Yeah.
Because there was no heart, there's no emotion, and so. I want all of our leaders to give you heart and connection so that you have that connection with us, and then the same with each other, by the way.
Yeah.
Because then you get your business and do deals with each other, but then also with the clients.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of an isolating business in that way. And so I feel like agents come into the office for that collaboration or like little rah-rah and support. They're kind of like beat up by their clients out there in the real world. So they want to like, kind of come in and have that safe space that feels like home. So I'm glad to hear that there's still a space where real estate will still have brick and mortar and people will go into the office.
As long as we have anything to say about it.
They got to be.
We're not going into the world,
just
are
come
we?
into the office more, please. However much you come in the office, come in more.
Come in more.
Yeah.
That's been the message we've had, right? Please come in more.
Yeah, but it's hard. I feel like all brokerages are really struggling after COVID to like get people back in. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I think the greatest advantage you can have right now, and I may be biased, is to connect more with other people when the world is getting seduced to be efficient and focus on technology.
Yeah.
Like, yes, technology, got to use it, but whoever connects the most grows the most. Eyes on eyes, face to face, building your business one relationship at a time. Client events. I think there's an agent I know who says the majority of her business comes from passing out pies with her son on Thanksgiving to past clients.
Yeah.
Like that's what this is about.
The connection.
Connection.
Okay, speaking of technology, of course, I have to ask you because everybody wants Compass One and all of your technology. It is very, very good. And so I know you guys have had technology talks, so I don't know what's going on there, but what will that look like for Sotheby's?
Yeah, so it's you're going to get it in January.
Okay.
We're trying to do earlier, but I think we should plan for January. And it's not going to be branded Compass. It's going to be branded a neutral name. Let's just call it for now the Home Platform, right? Owning the word home, logo, H, beautiful, elegant font.
Gotta have it.
Get Brad Nelson. Will help.
Brad on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Brad will do
Brad's great. He's helping us in all kinds of ways.
The best.
Making sure we're always at the right level. It will be these 8 beautiful sites, or actually 9 sites, that we have between our companies connected to one common home platform. And it'll get all the inventories in there nationwide, and it helps you from first contact to cash, transaction management to more, CRM all the way through, and for your client dashboard and all of your business. And so the goal is very simply, you should never have to write the same thing more than once.
Yay!
You put the client name, it goes straight through. You never have to log in more than once, obviously. You and you can do your entire business if you want on your phone. Now we're not there completely yet, but we're close. We're well past the majority of that journey.
Yeah, because when we have the opportunity that an agent comes from Compass and comes to Sotheby's, which, it happens. But that is the one thing that they say they miss so much is just having those technology tools. So I'm excited to see how that goes going forward. Let's see, what else can we talk about? Speaking of technology, Zillow, the big Z word, and congratulations on this strategic partnership with Rocket Companies. Yay!
Yeah.
So that encompasses Redfin and Rocket Mortgage, right?
It does.
And so
Redfin.com.
Redfin.com.
Yeah.
Oh, is there a different Redfin?
As opposed, it's the website, not the brokerage.
Oh, yeah. I forget they have a brokerage.
Yeah.
I'm from the Pacific Northwest, so we were big Redfin users. Like, I just feel like our clients, they were more collaborative with our clients. So I'm so excited about that. So tell me what that looks like.
So what it looks like, the world that we want to build is the one that if everything started from scratch and agents and brokerages created the structure, those that have the fiduciary duty, not associations, MLSs and portals, those that do not have fiduciary duty, what would the industry look like? I think there'd be sellers would have choice on when, where, and how they market their home, because listing agents would say, like, it's my seller, I should do what they want, not my fiduciary duty is to them, not to the MLS.
Yeah.
And then I think agents would have choice as well, and so and agents would have the choice to ensure that their name and contact information is on the listing everywhere. It would be this simple to make that happen. All the MLS would have to do is say, anyone who takes the IDX feed must only have the contact information of the agent on there.
And that's fair.
But the rules aren't created for agents. It's created for organized real estate, and so of course it's fair.
Yeah.
But that's what this moment's going to enable. So Redfin has agreed to put our brands back on all of our listings for CIH, active listings and the coming soon. So your brand as a brokerage will be back on. Just think about think about what's happened. The physical sign of Sotheby's. Imagine if the physical sign, you walk the street, it says Sotheby's, has your name and your contact information, which if overnight it just said Zillow and it said contact agent.
It does. And then there's 5 agents that are not the listing agent. and it's confusing to the consumer.
And that's what happened on your digital sign.
Yeah.
So it's overnight. And what's more valuable, your physical sign or digital sign?
Oh, yeah.
These rules aren't designed for sellers or for listing agents, and the industry doesn't exist if it's not for sellers, right? If it's not, you can't buy what's not for sale, and so we're creating a system that's for sellers and for agents. Your name will be on your information always. When you and anyone in the CIH network of brands, these 9 companies, you can go to seller today and say, look, I have a lot of respect for this other brokerage firm, but we have an exclusive with Redfin where I can market your listing to 60 million buyers without days on market, without price drop history, with no negative insights or digital baggage of any kind, no Redfin estimate, no if the listing goes out of contract, that doesn't stay with you. And the word risk is on every listing on Redfin. For ours, it's off. No climate risk section. What seller wants any of that on that listing?
Yeah.
So why is it there? Yeah. But we can exclusively give that to you with 60 million buyers, and you'll be promoted to the top of Redfin. And my contact information will be on there, so all buyer inquiries will go to me. And there's a backlink to my site at Sotheby's where the original listing will be there on your. So it's telling Google that Sotheby's is the original author of the listing.
Got it.
And so you go higher in the Google rankings.
Yeah, you said something interesting about the MLSs, and I guess I just never really thought about it at Inman when you said, like, they're watermarking all of our photos and our agents are paying these board fees and then we're getting fined. I just kind of always considered it a cost of business as an agent, but yeah, there's so many things that are, a little sus.
Why can't an agent I'll never forget, I was with one of the #1 agents in the country. a guy who has 30% market share. He's a god of real estate in one of the major markets, and he's so luxury. And I'm sitting down with him. He's like, and I walk through this whole thing with you, and he's like, yeah. I never understood why I spend thousands and thousands of dollars on my photos. Why does the MLS force me to give it to them and then they watermark it?
Yeah.
I've never understood. And then if I don't do that, they fine me $5,000. I don't understand. And hearing this guy, he's literally the best. And he was saying he has a private plane. I'm like, hearing him talk about the MLS, it's like crazy. It's like, this is your listing. It's your seller. You should do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, and Jay knows because we do belong to 19 different MLSs here in Texas.
So many.
It's crazy. And so I do like kind of like what your vision is with that. Can you tell us about like the whole like Visa kind of analogy and how that comes together?
So look, I think we should have a national broker-owned MLS. And the banks came together and they created Visa, so they would all have a common technology for payments. And now that company's worth $500 billion, and they gave a $10 billion dividend to Chase. Very successful. All the infrastructure of our industry, the MLS infrastructure, is owned by associations. Mm-hmm. They own it. These are not, by the way, the MLS are private. Like these are profit-making entities. You can see many of the MLS CEOs make over $1 million a year. This is while the average agent makes $56,000, right? And so I think the goal is let's create a national MLS. Is not to replace the MLSs. Let there be the small MLSs, but let there be more competition. Because when there's competition, who are they competing for? Right now, they don't need to compete for you. Mm-hmm. I need to earn my business every day with our broker owners. Mm-hmm. He needs to earn his business every day with his real estate agents. Real estate agents need to earn their business every day with their buyers and sellers. Ask yourself, does Northwest MLS or your MLS need to earn your business? They own you.
Yeah.
And so I think that's why they can charge you $5,000 for not giving them your listing. They can take your photos and watermark them. I have deep respect for MLS, and I want it to exist and be strong. Mm-hmm. And 56% of MLSs, I have great relationships with. Yeah. Unlock Flex, Emily, we're here in Austin. In MLS PIN, which is Massachusetts. Brian in Bright, which is Bright MLS. They're in 6 states plus DC. So now you're at 8 states plus DC. Rebecca Jensen in Emred, which is state of Illinois. Bob Hale, who recently retired out of HAR.com. Mm-hmm. Annie Ives, who's in Beverly Hills. Like these are, everyone in the Bay Area we get along with very well. And so it's not that I'm anti-MLS. I want them to expand, and I want them to compete against the ones that are restricting you. The more people that are giving you offerings, the better it will be, because competition creates more success.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're lucky in Texas. Yeah, we're lucky in Texas with these forward-thinking MLSs.
Mm-hmm. Everyone but Netris in Dallas.
It's a little bit different.
Yeah,
North Texas is different.
Yeah.
We'll let those people get them battle that out. They're different. They close that door.
Oh yeah, Dallas is about the.
Yeah, to get paid. Yes.
Yeah. Well, we'll be watching that one.
That's
I'm glad that you're championing that whole process, because it does need some changes. So
this Rocket Redfin thing, a bunch of agents have asked me, how long can I do the coming soon? And then I look at them and I was like, did you hear what you just said?
Yeah.
You asked how long can you do something for your seller, and you're asking me?
Yeah.
Like whatever your seller wants.
The platform shouldn't dictate it.
Exactly. And then they say, but my MLS only lets me do coming soon for 24 hours. I said, but your seller, what's your seller want? Mm-hmm. So your fiduciary dues for your seller, and then do they know that you're not doing? You're going to do. A seller's going to. This is going to kind of expose things a little bit.
Yeah.
Because now the seller's going to have 60 million buyers without days on market, price drop history, digital baggage, they're out of contract, all this stuff, Redfin estimate, 60 million buyers. And you're going to tell them they can only have that for 24 hours? And then they have to, what's the argument?
Yeah.
And because that's against the fiduciary duty, A. B, it's going to expose, because these MLSs, like Dallas, Netra,
Poor Dallas.
and Sierra MLS and Northwest MLS and lots of them in Florida, they're going to send letters to our agents, and we'll pay for them, because we're going to stand up for our agents, to say you owe us $5,000 because you publicly marketed on Redfin.
Yeah.
Now the arguments to date have all been, hey, we're sending these letters to protect fair housing, to protect transparency, but hold on, these are now publicly market listings to 6 million buyers. Is that to protect fair housing? Is that to protect transparency, or is that just to protect the MLS business model?
Yeah. Yep.
And also, you should know, I believe in clear collaboration. Clear collaboration is when it's Unlock Flex, it's HAR.com. It's all the other ones we've been talking about that are give choice, where you can decide on your site where it is as long as all the agents in the MLS can see it. So all the agents can search it. You're collaborating.
Yeah.
You decide where it is for the seller publicly, and but it kind of says, hold on, why is he letting you about this? Oh, you said you're a broker, but you don't have agents. Oh, so that's why, because your agents can't search. Anyone has agents, they can search the MLS. You have no agents, you're just taking the data feed to charge 40% on referrals.
That's right.
Without any E&O insurance. We have the E&O insurance.
Yeah,
we have the fiduciary.
we pay the insurance.
And they have no risk. That settlement, they didn't pay. We had to pay.
That's 100% right. That's exactly right.
That's true. Well, thank you for being here.
No,
just a quick couple minutes. So I could have go on and on with all of the questions, but thank you both for taking the time.
Thank you.
And see you soon.
All right.
Thanks, Robert.
That's great.